Westminster Cathedral, a Roman Catholic cathedral, completed in 1902. Construction everywhere. First sighting, I don't know if you can hear me, the traffic noise, first sighting of Westminster Cathedral with Big Ben and the London Eye. What I'm looking at here, but it's well, that's Westminster Cathedral right there. Let's see what the lineup, well, I'm not going to go inside, but out of curiosity see what the lineup's like. I don't know what lineup's over there somewhere. Sorry, that's another part of the Westminster Houses of Parliament. There's the lineup, starts there. It's around here. That's Methodist Central Church there. Lineup continues down there. Alright. This place reminds me of that country and western song. New York City and hell are the same to me. If it ain't like Dixie, I don't want to go. It's bedlam here. Famous Houses of Parliament, known worldwide. The birthplace, they say, of democracy. I think that's Westminster Hall there. I can't see any entrance to it from the outside. That would be a place I'd like to see the inside of. It's perfectly preserved Norman piece of architecture. Okay, so this is where London gets a lot of its income from. Only a small portion, but still quite a bit. It attracts, because of its history, attracts tourists from all over the world, and there it looks like a big school party there from overseas. Okay, the burgers, if that's the Calais, Rodin. A Rodin statue right here, in next to the Houses of Parliament. Yeah, it's Houses of Parliament is in a great location, right on the what is it? Some kind of what's the River Severn? What's the nickname there? River Severn. Yeah, it's a tidal river, and the Romans realised its importance. That's why they established a town here, Londinium. And I think the Roman bridge crossed the river here somewhere. London must be a traffic nightmare with all the dignitaries arriving. I think, what's his name? The president of Ukraine. I think, I don't know what those contractions are there. Yeah. No idea what that's about. Weird. God knows what that's all about. They're not visiting dignitaries. Something else. unless it's some kind of protest. Dead. No, actually, it's a demonstration. No farmers, no food. Demonstrating outside. A sign of democracy. You're allowed to demonstrate, and the farmers have got a strong voice in this country. Outside Downing Street. That's where the Prime Minister has his abode. No sign of the Prime Minister coming out to have a word with the demonstrators. There's a statue demonstrated to Earl Haig, who some people, controversial figure. He led the most 600,000 British casualties in the First World War. Okay. Now, does he look cheerful? Right in front of me. Beware. Every now and again a joker goes up there and starts fooling around. And they don't mess around, those guys. They'll yell at you. So it's forecast to be sunny like this for the rest of the week. The Trafalgar Square is ahead. Now, he defeated the French at the Battle of Trafalgar, and he foiled Napoleon's plans to invade this sceptred isle. Now, if you're in London, it's a bit breezy. The breeze has picked up a bit. If you're in London, you have to visit Trafalgar Square, with the famous 4 lions, churches, and the National Gallery, I believe, in the back there. Trafalgar Square fountain. Two of them. There's a busker on Trafalgar Square. Quite a good singer by the sound of it. There's another visitor to Trafalgar Square. Just come off Pall Mall, and now I'm walking up to the Duke of York monument. You can't see it right now, it's in silhouette. Another great hero. Doc, it's not very good. You can't see him in here because the tree behind. Robert Falcon Scott. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, 4 other companions. Had we lived, we should have had a tale to tell. Well, actually, he was recovered the next year, and so he did live in a way, and his tale was told. Well, the bodies were recovered next year. Yeah, he died after reaching the South Pole. Better view. I can't see, I'm just kind of guessing because of the sun shining into the... Yeah, I think it's the Duke of York monument. Okay, so I'm going up to, I think it's the mall here. Leads up to Buckingham Palace. Memorial. There's an artillery memorial just behind. You are here. So I'm going to walk, have a quick look at the Horse Guards Parade, and then go into St James Park, an excellent place to get away from the noise and bustle, and then go over to Queen Victoria Memorial, Buckingham Palace. Then I decide what I'm going to do next. Looks like the main Central London Memorial, War Memorial to the First World War. St James Park is behind it. Okay, so lots of cop cars here. I don't know what's going on. There's the Horse Guard Parade over there. Impressive. Nothing going on except some construction work, apparently. There's London Eye. Okay, so going to St James Park for a bit of peace and quiet. I'm out of the gents in St James Park conveniences, and you have to have a contactless card to gain access. 20p. But excellent inside though. What a nice change. A bit of countryside, quiet, and well, a beautiful park, right in the middle of London. Peace and quiet. On these trips I always forget something, and what I forgot this time was my pensioner's cap, or just a sun visor would have been okay, because the pensioner's cap has a cap on it which kind of gives shade against the sun. Bit of a disappointment. I was planning on visiting this cottage and going inside, have a little wander around. A cottage next to all the buildings of great importance, just a few yards away, and yeah, it's no entrance at the moment. Okay, so wasn't quite as relaxing as I expected. St James Park, absolutely thousands, well not thousands, but 1,000 people here maybe. A good percentage of them coming from overseas. There's a babble of different tongues. And of course I'm not sure how many Chinese students are coming over these days. That was a big income source for the tourist industry. Yeah, I found a nice little spot here. I imagine it's hard to find a seat in the season, but I won't for a coffee. £3.5 for a coffee, paper cup, but still, yeah, that's what you pay in these places. Yeah, right there. Just, but I won't swivel the camera around because, well, it's not very nice with people sitting there. And they don't like their photograph being taken, maybe. The coffee spot over there. There's a nice little picnic area just behind it. I think it's separate to that coffee. But yeah, St James Park. Alright, no feeding of the birds. There's bird flu around. And you know what that like. There's a line up there for something, I don't know. Oh, yeah, they're changing of the guard, yeah. Alright, I think that's already taken place. Alright, so let's go over and look at the Buckingham Palace. That's St James Park with the lake, and coming up to Buckingham Palace over there. Joggers everywhere. 95% tourists here. The Londoners stay away. Iconic memorial to Queen Victoria. It's Buckingham Palace. The guards have struck up the band again. That's why those people are lined up. But I'm kind of, I haven't made up my mind what to do this afternoon. Marigolds there. Looks like the frost hasn't got them. But it's a heck of a job to get at the memorial. All this guardrail is, this is a huge roundabout. Or traffic circle, as they say in the States. I've got to go all the way up there just to get to the... that's the entrance to Green Park. Kind of adjacent to St James Park. A little bit of a breeze blowing, but I don't think it's going to affect the audio too much. London taxi cab there. The black traditional taxi cabs. Okay. Of course, this is one of the must-sees if you're going to come to London as a tourist, is Buckingham Palace. These are the original Buckingham Palace pillars. Everyone has got a half decent sized house, or even a small house, has more or less replicas of these Buckingham Palace pillars, or stone entrance pillars. Right, the United Kingdom. This is close. This is as close as you can get to Buckingham Palace. But I'll see if I can hone in on the those guards. They're just absolutely stuck still. I went up to a guard once thinking it was a dummy, and it came to life as I reached out to touch it. So that's how. That wasn't at the Buckingham Palace, but it was somewhere else. There he is.
Oh, that's perfect.
Stuck still. You would think he was a dummy, but no. And he was holding a rifle as well, so, oh, okay. He just made a movement there, which I suppose helps staying in one position for so long. You could actually freeze up. Yeah, so there's the palace. Okay, so
I got a couple.
mandatory to see the palace when you're a tourist in London. Rome has its Spanish Steps and Trevi Fountain, but London has its Queen Victoria Memorial, and looking towards Buckingham Palace.